in the garden just for a little chat. It is a beautiful day. It's going to be like 86 today, so it's nice and sunny. It's quiet out here right now. It's only a little after 9 o'clock, so super quiet right now. All I hear is the birds chirping, and I wanted to get out here before it got hot, but it is so beautiful out here right now. I hope everyone is having a great day. I am just doing a little walk around. I did notice that my grapevines are putting out new foliage. I'm like, oh Lord, they're going to get started again. Yep, it is putting out new foliage here all over these plants. So I don't know if they're going to start producing again in the fall. I've never had that happen, but hey, first time for everything. Usually they start dying off around this time and then they're done. But Jamia, what's going on? I saw you live over there on Down South Garden on TT. I just came out here because it's nice and peaceful right now. It's going to be 86, so it's going to be super hot. But look at them okra flowers. I usually miss them in the morning, but they are so pretty. I love when I see the little okra flowers out. It's so nice and quiet right now. I think I'm gonna put a little bit more water on this squash right here. Oh, I saw that darn. Oh, you still there? You so funny. You over there multitasking. I appreciate you. That darn grasshopper is back. I was wondering what the heck was eating up my avocado tree, and it is back. And I done sprayed it and everything. I'm hoping it fall off of there. Yeah, it look like it's getting all discombobulated now, so we gonna see. But you see it over there? I'm like, that thing is huge, and it has wings. Oh Lord, I tell you, these garden pests just drive me insane. But I'm getting all these little apples on my little apple tree, the Dorset. And this one, I thought flowers were coming on, but I guess that's how the leaves form. So, but still pretty. Maybe I'll get some guava in the spring. But I have a bunch of new little apples. You see my new little apples coming on? You can see them better right here. Little apples are coming on. That's my little dwarf Dorset apple. So it's a lot of them coming on there. And this is my latest. The flowers, I think they were falling off on this one, so we'll see what happens. But there was a lot of flowers on here too. But all my garbanzo beans are coming in. So those popped up. I think I put one right here, and I don't see that one yet. So we'll see. But I do have a lot of comfrey coming in on this in this container here. It'll die off and then come back. So I hadn't planned on being on here long. Just wanted to come out here and do a little walkthrough for my little roses. They are looking pretty. They're not fragrant though. They just pretty. But I need to get this okra off these plants. I'm like, man, they'll be small one day and then you come out here and it's super big. So I need to take those off again. I've been harvesting so much okra, it's crazy. But I am happy that all my ginger is popping on in over here. So happy about that. Uh-oh, sorry for bouncing y'all around. I hope everyone is having a great day. Just doing a little garden walkthrough. I noticed yesterday that my purple bells are starting to form and come on in. And those are like my faves because they just look so pretty. And they'll start out a little bit green, but they start turning purple like really quick. So they look really pretty. So it's quite a few of them on there. So I am happy, happy. And this plant that I cut all the way down to nothing, you see it coming back. That's another pepper. I don't remember which one. I think it's a bell though. My poor little echinacea over here just died. I was planning on taking that one out and putting it in the ground over there. So, oh well. My little lunchbox pepper. This is not getting that big. So, but everything is looking pretty good out here. Hello there, Usman the Shariah. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I tried, but thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for chiming in on the chat. Make sure to like and share out the live. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I try to come out here at least, a couple of times a week and go live. This plant looks so pitiful, but it does have a nice, big, juicy eggplant on here. Very pretty. I was waiting for it to get a little bit bigger. I need to clean out my little hummingbird feeder. I haven't done it this week, so I need to clean that out. I was waiting on these too. This is my apple cucumber. So this is my second time trying to grow these, and I have yet to get a cucumber on those, but we shall see what happens. My corn is looking good though. Sunny, hey there. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I planted more beans in these containers here, our raised bed, and I just noticed these yesterday because the celery is here, so I didn't even notice they had come up, but they did. Those are bush beans, so that should help out in that container. But the corn looks like it is just about ready. It is nice and full in there. So once this gets completely brown and die off, then I will go ahead and harvest them. This one didn't do that great, but hey, there's always next time. And initially they said the Tai Long bush bean, it's a bush variety. This joker is climbing my fence over here, so I don't know, but the potatoes are looking good. We're gonna see how they do. Bush beans are looking okay. I'm just waiting to start for them to start producing. I see the flowers getting ready to start opening up. So I have a couple of little cucumbers on here. I think this is the burpless cucumber. So it's a couple on here. They're small right now, but we're gonna see what happens. I thought that I was gonna start seeing a lot of growth in here, but these darn pill bugs have been eating up my stuff. So I see one little sprout there. I have bok choy and onions, different varieties of bok choy and onions in there. So yeah, I'm just doing a little walkthrough. I see my asparagus is starting to pick up. I don't know if it'll start producing again, but it's starting to look better. I did fertilize it. I need to prune this one up again because all the flowers are coming on it. But this is that spicy Greek basil. I love the way that one grows. VOMG, Mama, what's going on? I'm just out here hanging out in the garden. I was trying to see, you can barely hear me? Okay, hold on. Let me see. It might be your volume. Let me know if anybody else can hear me. You said that last time. Look, you said that last time. And when I did the playback, I can hear it. I can hear it really good. I had to do the playback on it. But I turned the volume all the way up. So we'll see. And I might be talking low too. But okay, I don't see that grasshopper, so maybe it fell off of there, but oh no, that joker still is hanging on. You can hear me better? Awesome. Okay. It's still hanging on. Oh man. Ugh. Oh Lord. Yep, it's huge too. It was eating up my darn avocado tree. I was wondering what was eating it up, and it was that darn grasshopper, little buzzard. But this one is, oh my gosh, y'all. I see a little pomegranate. Oh, look, I moved it and now I'm getting a little pomegranate. Okay, I'm talking too low. Oh, wow. Here's another one back here. A couple of them. Wow. I have seen one pomegranate on this tree so far since I got it and it fell off. And now I see three on there. That is so awesome. I said as soon as those roots were able to hit the soil from underneath that container, now it's taken off. And plus the air quality probably was bad because all the trees were close together. I am so happy. I hope I'll be able to enjoy one of those little palms. Easy Z, what's going on? Your pomegranate are already big? I am jealous. All-purpose flour on the leaves and the grasshoppers can't chew. Okay, thank you. I will do that. I will definitely do that. So it kind of acts as like a like DE, G Mama. Ooh, I see new growth coming on my guava too, because I only have one left on here to eat. So I see new flowers coming on, so that's good. New little apples. I was just sharing this earlier. New little apples coming on. I am good. I'm just out here doing a little walkthrough, see what's going on before it gets too hot. It's supposed to be like 86 today, and I can't do that heat, y'all. So I said, let me go out here and go live before it gets too hot. I did get a chance to mulch all my trees. I didn't realize that I had mulch. And I see some new growth of something coming down here. I don't know what that is, but I guess we'll see when it comes up. That's my papaya container. I have been popping stuff in these containers like beans and everything. Shiki, what's going on? DE works for grasshoppers too? I'm going to try that all-purpose flour. That thing is huge. And I don't know, G Mama. I've tried to get rid of that thing a few times and it just laughed at me. So I'll try the flour and the DE. I hope you guys are doing okay today. I just wanted to come out here before it got super hot. It's already warm out here. It's in the 70s now. But I had moved my umbrella. I had to clean out my shed yesterday. And so, yeah, I'm like, man, my whole body hurts right now. Y'all saw how messy my shed was the last time I was in there. But it has been cleaned out, organized rather. So we'll see. But you see all this new growth coming on this doggone, you said just a light dusting. Okay, okay. Because I'm sure if they see it, they'll just move around it. But yep, the grapevines have picked back up, G Mama. You see that? It's all over the plant too. And usually this time of year for me, they start dying off. But I see new growth coming in everywhere, so maybe I'll get more grapes before the winter kicks in. A lot of new growth on this blood orange too. So we shall see. But I did see that my oranges at the bottom, something has been clawing at them. So I was like, darn it. So we'll see. Something is trying to eat them. But I did see some in the middle. Trying not to get in there too much because this thing has thorns on it. So I see one back there, some at the bottom. Blood orange, and this is a semi-dwarf, but I only got, because I had it in that half whiskey barrel, I only got like 2 harvests off this tree. I think I've been having it for a while. It was when Osh Hardware was open and they were selling the blood orange trees. And I have not seen a blood orange tree anywhere, but look at all the new growth coming on here. Looks nice and pretty, especially since I put those beans in there. I planted a whole bag of black beans in there that I had in the cabinet that expired. So you can see some of them coming up. Some of that is nasturtium, but you can see the beans coming up. And I planted some back there on the side of this tree as well. So I do see some coming in back there. So, yep, it's hard to find them. You probably will have to order one, but that one is a semi-dwarf, and like the guy said, if you keep it in a shallow container and everything, you won't get as much as you would if the tree was in the ground, but you're still going to get a nice amount of oranges or lemons or whatever it is you're trying to grow. So, so yeah, usually my trees, I usually will get ultra dwarf, and I usually find those at Home Depot, like around like the end of December, first part of January, they start putting them out. And so that's where I got all these. What did I get? Both um, the apples, the cherry, the pomegranate I got from the nursery. That's the Parfianca pomegranate. So that one is like an ultra dwarf tree. And a couple of them I got from the nursery that are dwarfs. But the mango is a full size tree. The blood orange, like I said, is semi. And the avocado is supposed to be a dwarf as well. And of course, all these bananas that are growing all over the place. My grapefruit, I've been having that one for a long time, and that one has been doing really well. Real Odds, what's going on? You guys check each other out. Real Odds is a gardener as well. You guys check each other out. Everybody connect with each other. If you type KAY in the chat, it will drop your channel links, and you'll be able to connect with each other if you're not already connected. But yeah, everything is looking pretty good. But yeah, try and find you some, especially since you're in your area. It's getting cold over there, G Mama. They may put yours out a little bit quicker, but if not, you can definitely find it online. You can probably find your dwarf blood orange, or semi-dwarf, I should say. I don't think they have dwarf, but they do have the semi. So most likely it'll get like 8 to 10 feet. But of course, if you put it in a container, you can keep it a little bit more maintained. Jordan, what's going on? And when I had this in the half whiskey barrel, that's when I got the 2 harvests off of it. But I guess it started growing so rapidly at some point that it was nowhere for the roots to go and grow. And so I had to take it out of there and put it in the ground. So thank you for dropping your channel link. So yeah, I had to put it in the ground, and now it is taken off. There are oranges on there. So I am hoping that in the spring it'll do a lot better. But I am going to top this off because I don't want another tree that's growing that doggone big. It already spreads out about 4 feet anyway. So I don't mind the 4 feet spread, but the height definitely has to go. Oh yeah, I know you're putting it in a pot. So I had it in a half whiskey barrel, and it did really good the first couple of years. It just after that, it just couldn't keep up. So, and it could have been me. Maybe I wasn't watering it enough because a lot of the times you think you're overwatering. So, oh, I think I have some long beans over here too. I appreciate you guys all stopping in and hanging out with me. Trying to get out here before it gets too hot. Hold on, I got you guys. Oh, I do. So this is how they're supposed to look. Some of them, I let them get so big they look like belts, but these are the long beans, so I am happy that they came on in. And there's some growing inside there, but they're all intertwined in this doggone sun gold tomato. Let's see, when I pulled in my greenery leaves, I washed everything off, but somehow almost blended up a tiny snail. Oh no! Yeah, sometimes you gotta soak that stuff in some salt water real good. 'Cause yes, sir, you never know. When I bring my greens in, I do a triple wash sometimes. But yeah, these are all the collard trees over here. Well, not all of them. I have some on the other side too. These are the purple collards, and then over on the other side, I have what they call the blue collards, which are just green. So these are the blue collards. Something has been eating those up too. I do have one in the container still that I need to plant in a bigger pot. But yep, these are the collards. I need to spray them or dust them or something. It's that time of year where your brassicas are gonna get eaten up. So you got to be ready for that because it does happen. But they still good for the eat, y'all. They still good for the eat. You just better do you a triple wash on them. And these are my kale. Yep, they're getting eaten up pretty good at the top there too. I need to get after that. But they are looking really pretty. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, they are getting eaten up. It's that doggone caterpillar worm. Yep. So my ginger is coming in good. The pill bugs were eating on these, so I put some of that basil down here so they would eat on that and leave my ginger alone. So we shall see. Thank you, thank you. Those collard trees hold up too. That's why I think I've only planted like collard plants a couple of times since I've been gardening. But as soon as I saw, sorry you guys for bouncing around, as soon as I saw those collard trees though, I had to get me some and get those going. Because they go all year round no matter what. So I love keeping those going. My little chickens are over here just chilling. Normally they'd be out here acting all kind of crazy, but they have slowed down on their land because they're mulching right now. So all their energy is going towards generating new feathers. So they are relaxing. I think it's only like one laying right now, which is fine by me. I was getting so many eggs I didn't know what to do with, and I don't really have a lot of chickens. I only have four right now, and I was getting so many eggs it was crazy. So I ended up having to give like dozens to to my kids. You have to resow yours every season. Yeah, your weather is different though. So out here in California, Zone 10B, you can grow all year round. So it's a little bit different in different climates, and I think it's the same in Florida, right? They can grow all year round too. So, and technically, you can grow all year round. It just depends on how you're growing and what you're growing. But places that get that really hard freeze, yeah, It takes a little bit more work. I did see a lady out in the snow, and she had like, I think I was sharing this last week or earlier in the week, but she took like a bag of soil. She put holes in it, tiny holes like on the bottom of the bag, and she made, opened up the top, and she just watered it real good, and she dropped her seeds in there, and she put a tote container, and she put little tiny holes at the top just so it can get a little bit of air. So it acted as a little greenhouse, and she got some greens in there. So it just depends on, how you're growing and what you're willing to do to get your food outdoors. But yeah, I thought that was a really good idea. So I think if I lived in a climate like that, I would definitely try it if I didn't have like a hoop house situation or something like that. But yep, everything is looking pretty good out here. All the bananas are really doing well. I have a bunch of beans in those containers. Yep, you gonna find a way, G Mama. That is for certain. I put garbanzo beans in this raised bed back here with my lime tree. The lime tree is really doing well, so I figure next year that one is really gonna do well. The first couple of years on that lime tree, it would start putting out limes and then they would fall off, but now they're doing really well, so I'm happy about that for sure because I love limes. And limes and lemons are expensive in the store these days, so I need to give my little chickies some of their little grub terra. Usually when they're going through these molts, I try to give them like a lot of protein so they can have a lot of energy and it'll get those feathers coming in quickly. But yeah, I thought about getting more chicks, but look, now that I cleaned out the shed, maybe I will. I kind of wanted like babies and stuff, but I didn't really want to have them indoors again because that's like a lot of work. I had my chicks indoors and it was so much work because they kick up a lot of dust. So even though you get like the dust-free bedding or whatever, that stuff still puts out a lot of dust and you're constantly dusting like every day, a couple of times a day. And I was like, when I get off work now, come on now. And then, of course, because you have them indoors and they're like, I had them in one of those cattle beds. So you're constantly cleaning poop and, they were getting the bedding and stuff in the water. So you're constantly cleaning that out and, because they don't know. They're just babies. So, yep, it was a lot of work. So we'll see. They're over here trying to stay out of the sun. So they're on the back side over here, just relaxing. Because quite a bit of sun comes in here early in the morning, and then probably about 11 o'clock, then it'll be shaded all the way across. But they're back there hanging out. The other one, she's still in the house. She's being broody. She thinks she's supposed to be nesting on eggs. So I'm like, unless you've been sneaking in roosters at night, honey, there's no babies coming. So let me see if that doggone grasshopper has left yet. It was trying to hide towards the bottom. Yeah, it's gone now. It was hanging on for dear life. I sprayed it. I had a spray bottle of 7, so I sprayed it directly on the grasshopper. I'm like, get out of here. May not have even worked though, because it was such an old bottle. So usually when I see critters like that, sometimes I'll spray them. Get them out of my garden. I don't like spraying that around my food. So, Black Guns, what's going on? Black Guns is over there growing, you guys. Y'all got to check him out. And he got other stuff going on the channel as well. Make sure to type KAY Black Guns so you can drop your channel link. And say, oh, Cece already got it. So anyone that's not connected with you can go ahead and connect. But yeah, I was just trying to come out here before it got too hot. What are you guys doing today? I definitely won't be out here in this garden because 86 out here is going to feel like 100. So yeah, I did a really good watering. Excuse me, y'all. I'm losing my voice. I did a really good watering. I hear you, Easy. Last night, I usually come out in the evening and water whatever I need to water. And so when I come out here in the morning, sometimes I don't have to. So these are all my babies, all my trees. Look, I have to go back here and look at my palms again. I was so happy to see those. Cleaning out in-ground beds. Oh, Lord. And I know it's hot over on your end because you in Texas. Lord, look, I'm going to be praying for you, Cece. I'm going to be praying for you. Y'all see my new pomegranates that I just noticed this morning? I see another one coming in between these leaves here. Oh, my goodness. And there's one over here. Well, two over here. I am so excited. I wonder if I'm missing any more now. Let's see. Oh, wow. So excited. I love, love, love pomegranates. This one is starting to get new foliage. It was doing really horribly for a while. When I first got this cherry, it was doing so good and it has spread out. But I had gotten mine and I think it started blooming like towards those super hot months. And all the leaves fell off and see these look. Oh no, those are coming in. So it's new foliage coming in towards the bottom. And in between where it's bare, they're starting to come back in. So I'm hoping to get some cherries at least in the spring. We'll see. I need to go to the big box store and get some more mulch because you see all these little vines are trying to come back in down here. I chopped them up last night, got up this morning. It looks like there's more. Thank you, Easy. I appreciate you. So we shall see. I'm hoping that, because you know Miss Shawnee 2003, she's over there, I believe, in North Carolina. And her banana trees already have the banana flowers. She has a couple of them with a set of bananas on them. I know the banana plants fell over, but I think the bananas were still on there. And her banana plants were doing so good. She said plant beans around them. So I planted a bunch of beans around them, and they have really been growing good. So I'm hoping that I will see banana flowers soon. Like, just let me see the flower. I don't necessarily have to get the bananas right now. Just let me see the flower. Thank you, Cece. You might go to Walmart and other stores for shopping. I understand. I understand. I was supposed to do my shopping yesterday, but I was so tired. Um, I just didn't. I knew I had to clean out that shed, so I did that and got that organized. Just start throwing stuff out. Because you know how in a shed you get to piling stuff up in there and stuff that just don't need to be. So I had a bunch of chairs in there, you know, like when the kids were younger and stuff, of course, we would do like birthday parties and stuff like that. But typically, like now, my holiday is Christmas, and we usually do Christmas Eve. And so, of course, that is indoors. So, a lot of those chairs, like, I didn't need all those chairs. So, I'm going to drop those off to my son and daughter in law because they wanted the chairs. Because, you know, they like to entertain. So, but yeah, look, I keep looking at the bananas like, are y'all doing something yet? So I said maybe I need to ship them off to Shiny 2003, and then once she get that banana plant going, the banana flower going, then she can ship them back to me. But yeah, hers are doing so beautifully. Like all her trees do so well. So we'll see. I did put a lot of beans around everything, so we're gonna see if that helps. And then also I'll have a lot of beans coming in for me to eat as well. So it'll help the plants and help me eat. But my butterfly peas are coming in. Remember when I first planted them, they were not doing anything. And so now they're starting to come in. So those are those chairs I'm getting rid of. But yep, they are coming in. So these are just some regular bush beans. But so this one is coming in. I don't know what these little bugs are up here, but it doesn't look like they've been bothering anything. So I'm going to leave them alone as long as they leave me alone. And I saw one behind the Cuban oregano. But Cuban oregano, it will get going like really quick and start spreading. Something was chewing on it too, probably one of those little caterpillar worms. Usually I don't get that from these, but apparently something is loving it. That corn that was in here, I went ahead and pulled that out. It wasn't doing anything. But, yep, the butterfly peas decided to show up, so now they're being drowned out by the other beans back here. But the potatoes are doing okay, so we're going to see what happens. I've been steadily making a mound around those. So I'm hoping that I will get something. You're back. Well, I appreciate you, Jamia. I know you were on the other live stream, so I certainly appreciate you hanging in and hanging out. How do I preserve my oregano? So you can let it dry out. A lot of the times for that Cuban oregano, you can use it a lot of different ways. You can dry it out and use it, but a lot of times for that one, because it's more like a cactus leaf, it definitely is good for healing and stuff like that. But you can make teas with it. I use it I put it in the chicken's water, so I'll make like little cuts around it so that the juices will release in the water. And I put it in their water. It look burn when you dry it. I don't care how it look, long as I get to use it. Just grind it up. You can use it as a spice as well, or in your teas. But I use it for the chickies. I just put it in their water. Now the other oregano, when you dry that one out, you can, make seasonings with those. So I like making my own seasoning. So I'll dry out the leaves from various herbs out here and then just grind them up. Even the rosemary, I'll grind it up and then just mix them all together and you have your little spice. So, and you can still mix it with your other spices that you like as well, because that'll probably even enhance the flavors even more. Basil, all of that. So, I have a lot of garlic in this doggone shed that's in that dryer up there. I had one of those herb dryers from Timo. And y'all see how much better the shed looks? Oh my God, there's still a bunch of stuff in here, but I can actually move around in here. It was so bad, it was ridiculous. So it's still more stuff that's coming out of here, but right now that was the best I can do. I ran out of steam yesterday. But in here, this is where I dry everything at. So I got a couple of onions in here. I forgot they were in here. Don't look at that other stuff, y'all. Yeah, don't worry about that. But I have I think I have garlic down here. Let me see. Yep, I have a bunch of garlic bulbs in here. So here's my garlic. I don't know if you guys can see. Hopefully y'all can see. Got some garlic in there. So that's where I dry everything. And I got this on Temu for like, I don't know, $3 or something, maybe 5. So yeah, that's why this works out. And it's here in the shed, so it's nice and cool. Well, unless it gets super hot, but it's still kind of nice and cool in here. And it's dry, so that helps with that. But yeah, I know you guys get that humidity. Actually, it's been quite humid here, but inside the shed, that definitely helps things dry out and not get like, moist and moldy. So some of that garlic, I use it for cooking, of course, but I will put that in their water as well. So, and they love it. But shoot, that thing is like, it was like $3 to $5, CC, for that little herb dryer. And you could put all kind of stuff in there for it to dry. So I forgot those onions were in there. I need to take those out and cook those up. I need to get my okra over there. Make me some okra water. I haven't made that in a while. I think it's been a couple of weeks. You said lucky, child. It's been humid over here too. I mean, nasty humid over here. We got rain one day last week, and yeah, it was terrible. Maybe you can get you one and hang it somewhere in the house, because maybe inside it'll be a little bit drier, and you can just let them dry out in there. But yeah, that humidity is terrible. But I know some people that they'll either use one of those dryers, like the one I have, or they'll take like a rack or something, and they'll set them on the rack, and they'll still set them outside. And they live in humid areas, and it'll still dry out really nicely. I'm too cheap to get what is it, the dehydrators, because I don't want it running on my electricity for like, 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours. When I can set it in one of those, and then a couple of few days, it's all nice and dried out. So yep, get you one and just hang it indoors and see what happens. Because if you hang them indoors, you just take you like a string or something, you hang them upside down, and they'll dry out. Put them in paper bags, they'll dry out. And the paper bag won't hold all that moisture either. So where there's a will, there's a way. I'm looking like, how long have I been on here? It is getting hot. It is 75 degrees now, y'all. Oh my goodness. I'll be glad when this heat is gone. I know when it's fall, I think fall starts on the 22nd. So I'm hoping to see some cool, some nice cool weather. I got excited for a minute because it started cooling down. And we were like in the high 70s, like low 80s. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. Exactly, Jamie. Just hang it from a string, hang it upside down, let that thing dry out. And I know Florida is humid too. So try it that way, CC, and see if that works out for you. But I know CC has been over there doing her thing. She's been recording a lot and doing her thing. So you guys check her out. Make sure to drop your links again, you guys. Type KAY and it'll drop your channel links. So if you're not connected, you can connect and check each other's channels out. Everybody, all the gardeners are doing amazing on here and doing different things. Yep, you can add a fan as well. Oh, now they're over here eating. The sun is starting to move out of their run area, so they're starting to move around. But yeah, that heat is just too much. And my chickie that's being broody, I don't see how she sits in that nesting box all day. A lot of the times I'll go in there and make her go outside. Yeah, it's mostly dry, easy. Like we don't get a lot of humid days, but yeah, when it's humid, it is terrible. But yeah, it is mostly dry here, so that definitely helps out a lot. But yeah, our climate is changing just like everybody else's, so I'm just going with the flow. I understand, Cece. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I actually got to get off here in a bit too, because I still have errands to run. I didn't go to the store or any of that stuff that I was supposed to do on yesterday, because I had so much stuff to do here. So, but I was able to get all those branches that I had on the top of that canopy up there. I was able to get those down. It was a lot of grapes up there, a lot of grapes just sitting up there. So I got those down and I actually cut them. And maybe that's why it's all this new growth coming on these grapes. But yeah, that thing was going crazy. I need to get over there and harvest some of that. Okay, Easy. I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I need to harvest some of that oregano right there in that raised bed because it's getting wild. I usually will harvest some and throw it out here for the chickies along with some collards or something so they can munch on that throughout the day. But I always make sure that they have their feed for a couple of few hours and then I'll throw extra snacks because I don't want to disturb their diet. But yeah, I appreciate you guys all being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and go run my errands because I know it's a bunch of stuff that I still need to do. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. You're going to get an oregano start. Man, it adds so much nice flavor to dishes, especially your homegrown stuff. And shoot, like I said, you can harvest your stuff, let it dry out, grind it up, put it in there with your other spices that you use on the regular. It just enhances that flavor of your food. Because a lot of the times I'll use more herbs than spices, and that stuff is still nice and flavorful because you still adding your peppers, your onions, your garlic. And then I see a lot of people that will dry out their like garlic and stuff and make a garlic powder. So that's always a good idea. You can use your dehydrators for that for sure. But and for your onions, you can make your onion powder that way in the dehydrators. I'm just being cheap, y'all, because the electricity here is wild. But anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Make sure to drop your channel links before you leave by typing KAY. It'll drop your channel links so that others can connect with you. And I'm going to go ahead and get off here. See y'all next time. Bye, everyone.